forgot to turn on my computer. Hold on, my friends. I was all excited to go live, and then I forgot. I need my computer to see comments. Which way are we going? Can we flip that way? Okay, we are gonna make some backgrounds today. I couldn't sleep last night, tossing and turning in bed, and then it hit me. Let's do spring backgrounds. Let me get YouTube open on my doodad here. All right. Ooh, Chow and Melissa are already here. Hello, ladies. At least the chat is working. That is on mute. All right. I hope everyone is enjoying your days. Today is so pretty out. So last night I was like, ooh, I should do like a kind of plaid background and fill it in with stamps, because I'm sure we all have little stampies, you know, something that would fill a 1-inch square, easy peasy, little bitty stuff. Well, those aren't little bitty. I know my Bo Bunnies. Yeah, there's a couple of little ones there, but Bo Bunny, I know you have more. Yeah, like these little bitty flower stamps all over. How cute are these? Bo Bunny has the cutest little flowers. Ooh, some swirlies, butterflies, anything spring related, anything that reminds you of spring. Or, you know, you could change this up and easily turn it into an Easter card by adding actual Easter things. Pardon me, I did not go on the do not disturb button. There we go. All right. Put that back in there. Make sure that still looks good. It's kind of dark on that one side, isn't it? Let me see if turning on the light will work. Why are we in shadow? We don't want to be in shadows. It's so bright in here. I'm shocked it's so dark. Okay, so you can change it up with the colors to make it Easter, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, just anything small. A couple of colors to fit your theme, and then things to do some lines. So you can do lines with washi tape. Okay. You can do lines with ink, which is what I'm going to do today. Maybe I'll do a little bit of washi tape. Might pull out the foil quill. I'm not sure. Hello, Jenny, Jeannie, Jean, Nini from Canada. Thank you for joining. Sorry if I butcher your name. Hi, Candace. So I have painter's tape. This is really old stuff. It is a low tack, and I've used it plenty of times on my projects. If you're not sure, if you use washi tape as a what we're gonna do today, you just want to take either a towel, your pants, whatever, and do a fuzzing. Okay, you want to add a little bit of fuzz. Okay, and I want to make sure that we see the paper nice, and maybe if I turn it that way you can see all of the paper. Okay, so we're gonna make some squares. They do not have to be perfect, they don't have to be beautiful, they can just be however you want. We're gonna take our paper and stretch it across, and gonna add that there, just like that. Just like that. Okay, and yes, I'm taping it down to the board or my mat, doesn't matter. All right. Some of them are going to be rectangles. Just tape that down. Actually, no, I'm going to tape that one off too, because that one is just too long for me. Okay, so we have it all taped down. Okay, and what I'm going to do is lay my dark color down first. You can do it a couple of ways. You could do your whole page with the light color, tape it off, and then go over it with your dark color, and you'll get a similar effect. It's just going to be a little bit different. But I'm going to do my darks, and then when I peel it up and do my lights, the colors can blend a little, and I'll fill in these white areas. Or you can leave them white. Hi, Cindy. Thanks for joining. Okay, so you know that I'm a tap offer. I tap off. Tapping gets that ink in there and gets it happy with your tool. Now, because I have tape right here, I can literally tap right into my tape, okay? So no big deal there. Just keep it on my project. And I'm not looking for perfection in my ink blending, okay? I'm just getting some color on so it's pretty. The variation is going to be nice. But look how quick this is. We're already done with one color. Woohoo! One color. All done. What I'm doing now, I'm cleaning my brush. I'm getting all of that ink off of there. I'm cleaning the tape. Okay. You can clean your tape if you think you're going to use it again. You can clean your tape just like that. Okay. And then, wow. And look, not very much ink on there. Normally, I clean it up. This makes me sad, but we're just going to do that today. See how easy this, your mint tape, your painter's tape, whatever you use, know your tape, okay? I'm going to stick it to the edge of my table so I can make more. Goes right up, right nice. Okay, get some more peeling. Definitely grab a sheet of paper, grab some tape, and you can even doodle. So if you don't own stamps yet, I mean, you can do this with watercolor paper and paint. You can do this with all sorts of mediums. If you do it with a paint, oh, look at those, aren't they beautiful? Just be light on the watery part so it doesn't seep under. Woohoo! Look at that. Okay, isn't that beautiful? Oops, my little green lid popped off. Okay, so now we're going to cover our dark. Okay, now we're going to go in with my light one. Okay, and I did some cleaning of my brush, but I definitely want to make sure that I get most of that purple off. I am using a big fat makeup brush because I'm doing large surface. So use what you have. If you've got these guys, use them. I painted mine so I knew which one this was, but it's peeling. So I got to think of a different way to do that. Okay, now here I am going to tap off because I don't have any tape to help me out. Okay, Just a little tap off. And again, not perfect. Look at that. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Ah, Candace is at work. Don't get in trouble. Put me on mute. I get loud sometimes. All right, look at that. Again, easy peasy. Okay. And don't fret if something shows up on your page and you're like, ew, I don't like that, because we're going to keep adding, and any boo-boo that you make can easily be covered. Easy peasy. Okay. Super easy. Nice, beautiful, and blue. Okay. And it kind of looks cloudy because I didn't do it perfect. See how we have a little bit more white showing? Kind of looks kind of cloudy now. Okay. That right there is a little bit too much blue for me to say clean up to. We're going to put that on top of my gray. Oops, move you guys. Yeah, that's going to be a nice piece. Okay, and then I'm just going to clean this up. All right. I use earbuds. Awesome. Good job. Okay, so now we have grid lines. In those grid lines, you can do whatever you want to do. You could slap in some washi tape, maybe a thin washi tape. I think I'm going to do ladybugs and birdies. And with those, in the darker spots, I'm going to do, this is where the fun part comes in. What do we want to do in those spots? I think this tiny butterfly is super cute. We're going to do this tiny butterfly, and I'm liking this little flower there. And then I want to go in with, not you. Bo Bunny has the cutest. Let's go in with this one. And this one. Oops. Maybe some leaves. I don't know. We'll see. This little one. This one. Yeah, I think we're going to stay with the circle-y kind. And one leaf, because we don't want to get too busy. Okay, you can get your stamping block. This is when, okay, you don't need to be perfect. And this is a point you choose. Stays on is a solvent ink. So if you want to do more watercolors on top, this is the way to go. If you know you're not going to do any watercoloring, you can definitely use your water-based one. This would be good if you want to go back in and color with alcohol markers. So if you do your flower on top of purple, you can go in with purple alcohol. Let's do that. Let's do that. We're going to go in and stamp. Okay, you just pick some squares. Make sure I'm in the frame for you. Now remember, this is going to get all chopped up, okay? So that one's all done. We're going to clean that little guy off. So I'm going to set that one up there. We're going to go in with this one. Okay. when you stamp, just give it a second so they get happy with each other. The paper pulls the ink down. This one here, I'm going to go off the page a little, just a little. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking here too. And if that happens, don't panic, okay? Don't panic. We'll clean that one off. We're going to go in with this one. Look at this. Put another flower right on top of it. Because, you know, nobody said you can't do that. And don't panic if it goes out of lines. This is hand created. Okay. Clean that one. All right. Now this one is a small one, so I can do 3 at a time. And there's my little butterfly. See that? Get all 3 at once. Use it to fill in some of these other ones. Oops. I'm going to do something different with that one because that one, just like that. Oops. Okay. So here's our little leaf. I'm going to go in there with that one. And if you stamp off the page, just wipe it up, okay? So like right here, I stamp off the page. Just go in there and wipe it up so you don't accidentally put your fingers in it, because black does get everywhere. All right, so I think I'm going to do one more butterfly in this square. And maybe toss a butterfly right here. Okay, so you can just put them anywhere you want. Okay, very easy peasy, easy peasy. So I've got my purple markers. Just pick a couple. And I'm doing a tapping motion because these are such thin lines. And I've got a shaky hand. So a little bit of tapping is going to help me fill those in. Teeny tapping. But you can go right over the top of water-based inks with your alcohol inks. Hi, Cindy. All right. Now, if I go in with a yellow, it's gonna blend a little bit. So it's not gonna be, I mean, it's gonna take on properties of the color you have behind it, okay? So it's not gonna be a vibrant yellow. But you can see they don't like blend, but it does sit on top. Okay. That actually looks really pretty. And super light hand. Alcohol ink likes to come out and play. Okay. Super, super easy peasy. And here's the other thing. You can color them all in 100%, or you can do, what I'm going to do is just add a touch of color here and there. And again, I'm kind of doing a tap and pull method. It works for me because I do get the shakes. I don't know. It's just easier that way. So you can definitely mix and match your medias. Okay. Now, if I went over the top of this water-based ink with a water-based pen, you're going to get lots of mixing. You're going to get reactive properties because you're adding water to these, okay? Let's add a touch of red, because I think that would just be fun. So if you have a solvent-based ink line, you could do your ink blending in a solvent color and do watercolors over the top and see how that looks. Probably wouldn't be as vibrant as this, though. Ta-da! How cute is that? Hi, Carmen. Hey, Vals. Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, so what we did, for those just joining, I had my painter's tape. I put the painter's tape on first, okay? You can do this in reverse. You can color the whole thing in blue and then go over with your purple. But I chose to tape it off, do the purple, and then go in with the blue, okay? So now we have those parts. And after you cut it for your card project, you might find that, oh, this one I can see right now has absolutely no color. Okay. So maybe you want to do a little bit of yellows and everything. Okay, and this guy. There we go. So now this panel will have some yellow in it. Okay, so then you can find some washies, and if you don't like how thick these are, you can use washies. Just take some of the tack off. But I want this to be permanent. So I'm going to add these guys, and I'm just going to go off the page a little. No big deal for me. Okay. Just like that. Kind of center it in there. Just like so. Just like so. Okay. So then we can pull that up, make sure it's nice and stuck. If you have an issue with your washi tape and you want it to be permanent, I got a little bubble in here, hold on a sec. Some washi tape is very, very low tack. If you find your low tack, just run it over a glue stick. Help it stick down in a more permanent fashion. Get my special scissors that I designated just for gluey things. And then we're just gonna snip those off. Okay. Do you need a special pair of scissors for glue? No, you do not. I choose to. That way there I don't have to clean them between use. Because you know when you're cutting through glue, anything with stickies is going to get your scissors kind of gummed up after a while. So I just chose to do some without. Now this last piece, because it is so long, I don't want to chop that. And I didn't have to chop all of this either. I could have just folded it over. Okay, just like this. If you don't want to cut it, just fold it over. Just like that. Fold it over. Boop. So we've got our birdies in there. We've got that. Now, I'm thinking something needs to be in there, but I'm not quite sure about these ones that I pulled out. Let me see. Ooh, those would be cute. Is that too big? Okay, so I'm going to take my washi tape bugs and butterflies and make little bitty stickers. Because I don't have to leave it intact. Put a little bug right there. How cute is that? Okay, you can get super fine detail going around, you know, fussy cutting these out if you want. If you have other stickers, you know, you can stick those in there. Now this is probably going to be my cut line, so that's all right. All right. You could be more, oops, no, you could, not me. I can't tear very straight. Okay, get off my fingers. Sorry, the little, we'll just go around with this one, like so. We'll go that way with that one. So those ones are those, and then, so I can definitely keep going and fill that up, but let me show you what it looks like chopped up, because that's what we're going to do. You're going to fill it out, you're going to make it beautiful, and then you're going to cut it up. Don't be scared. It'll be okay. Okay. Oops. Hi, Susie. Okay, so you've made your background, and if you're not sure, like, I'm not loving these guys, so I'm just gonna stop with them, and then I'll think of something for those later. So you're gonna put this in here, and you're gonna cut your 11.5 in half. 11 in half is 5.5, you dork. Okay, 5.5. I don't know why I've got it in there like that. So we're going to go 5.5. Okay, hold everything nice and tight. Chop. Then we're going to do 4.25. And I'm not looking at my design, okay? You don't have to look at your design. You're going to chop and you're going to get what you get. And you can see it's kind of crooked, but you know, that's kind of cute. Because I'm not perfect. So my squares and stuff, that's just what you're going to get. So let's chop this one. 4.25. Well, that one didn't chop off too much at all. So I might finish this one with some of those stickers. And then like this one here, I might do something different. You can weave your washi too. So maybe instead of going straight over the top, like so. Okay. Get that one around the corner. So if you weaved it, this one would go over, this one would go under. If you have patience to weave. And you can do doodles. You can use a ruler, of course. So I'm just doing a silver line next to that line. Okay. Maybe make it look like it was on the other side too. Just like that. So I filled that in more. You can do dots. Dots of silver. Silver, silver, silver. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but it is pretty shimmery. These pins are pretty neat. Let's see, Sharpie has a silver too. That one's a little thicker. Okay, it's actually pretty. That one's gonna be in polka dots. I'll do that one in polka dots too. So now I can make 4 cards totally different, because maybe this one these ones I don't do any silver. I don't do any of this on there. But you'll have one sheet and you can make 4 cards, and you can, same but different. How fun is that? All right. And let's see, how long have I been here? 30 minutes, and I have 4 backgrounds. Pretty snazzy, huh? So let's see how quickly we can do another. And let's do, I have foil quill. Let's do foil quill. Let's do, make sure I unplug one, plug one back in. Now, foil quill has a little light to let you know that it's on. This is the super, super hot end, so avoid that. Don't go touching that end, okay? We're gonna grab a nice sheet of paper. We're gonna do some ink blending, because I didn't do that. And then we're gonna use these. Hold on a sec. Okay. So we're gonna do like a splotchy ink blending. Super, super quick. Just get down these fun colors. Now, why did I choose these colors? Because they look good. Roy G. Biv, green, blue, Roy G. Indigo. Well, that's not indigo, but it's close enough. So you can use your rainbow to kind of pick your colors. Okay, so we're going to go with my lightest color, which is my green. Okay, are you ready for this? Willy-nilly. Just get some color on there, willy-nilly. And you definitely want to tap off. See big swooshes. Make sure I'm in frame. Sorry. I swear my camera is recording at a weird angle lately. Okay. Okay, so I have my greens down. It's very light, very subtle. It's springy. It's the softer spring, okay? Green is done. That's all we needed to do, okay? We're going to go in with our next color. Cleaning the brush. Any brush you own. Grab a rag, rub it off. Go in with my blue, and I'm going to go for the areas that have more white in them, okay? Because my willy-nilly left some white areas. So we're just going to go and fill in some of those white areas. And we're going to get this nice marbled effect. Okay. Oops, I didn't tap that one off. That one got a little too dark. All right. Nice and marble. You can stop there. Nice, pretty yellow, blue. Cindy says she's never seen a quill used. Ooh, fun. Yeah, I've been seeing it pop up on, you know, our Foiling Snobs Club, and I'm like, I need to pull mine out. I bought it, and I barely use it. So I thought I'd pull mine out. Okay. And now we go in with the darker color. Now I still have super light areas. Okay. These areas are telling me where I need to go. That purple's so pretty. And if you don't like the swirly marks you're leaving behind, just go back in and go attack them again. Although I kind of like it because it's giving this weird, gosh, this is really pretty. It's very pastel-y and marbly, and I don't know how to explain it. It's really pretty. Okay, my mind just took a leap because I'm really liking how this is kind of veiny looking. It really reminds me of some areas because I got weird marks in there. Just is really pretty. But I'm gonna go back in with my blue over here. Kind of want to okay, get that blue covered up. And you can use any ink pads to do this. If you have a juicy like Catherine Pooler, I don't personally have that, but I know those come out pretty juicy. So if I were to use Catherine Pooler, I would do super, super light taps into the pad. So just kind of know your supplies. Mine are a felt and they're a little bit drier, even though I did re-ink them. So I know I can do kind of heavy-handed and be okay. I'm gonna just clean my mess here. Tap, lift, and twist. That's all you gotta do. Tap, lift, and twist. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna dry our area. Okay. So this one, I was thinking of doing the lines, but you know, to do like a another plaid kind of pattern, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go kind of sporadic with my lines, more of a either lightning storm, veins, however you want to look at it. We're gonna go kind of crazy with the lines. Oh, she had to grab a delivery. Gotta love those. Yeah, we can't miss those. So this one was super easy. We just did a big ink blending brush. Even if you don't have a big one, you can still do it with the small ones. You can do it on a smaller you don't have to do a full sheet. You can do whatever size you want to do. Foil. Now, where did I put that? Okay. Foil Quill. Okay. Foil Quill has their own foil. When you buy them, they come with these little bitty rolls. You can go and get this. This is a hot foil, glimmer foil, Spellbinder's hot foil system. Anything that says hot foil is going to work with the foil quill. Even the Cricut foil, which is overpriced. And these are kind of overpriced. There's other company, there's a Facebook page, Blue Bonnet, has hot foils, okay? And all you do is you unroll it and then you tape it to your project. Now, I don't particularly worry about this foil because it is such a pain in the bupkis. But here's some things to note, okay? If you do toner foiling, okay, and you have toner sheets, okay, and you have a sheet of hot foil that's been used, but it has a nice after print, okay, you can put this on a toner sheet and run it, and you can get your second impression. So keep that in mind. You can use double-sided adhesive, you can use all sorts of stuff. If you accidentally buy the hot foil, you can still use it everywhere. Okay. Now, I did purchase the foil quill. It's a metal sheet, okay? I actually was using it a lot before I got my stamping platforms. It just is a nice way to hold everything down. Okay. And it comes with 4 little magnets. And because it is magnetic, you can use whatever kind of magnets you want with it. But I liked that it came with this long magnet. Oy vey. And you just want your foil smooth, okay? The smoother, the better, okay? It is kind of a pain to set up because you either need to tape it down or foil it down, or tape it or magnet it down. Blech. You have the Cricut foiling system. Haven't used it yet. Had it since the release. Put it in your machine and give it a go. I mean, you have it. You might as well use it. You could even do your background, okay? And if you don't want to hand do it with like this one, you plug in your leaf designs or whatever and send it through the Cricut, however, I'm assuming it's similar to the draw. You draw those leaves on those flowers and they'll be beautiful. I don't have it and I very rarely use but I've seen projects. I have this for my Cricut, these ones, and I'm terrible. I have it and haven't used it, but we should. Okay. So veining, okay, think of marbling, think of lightning, okay. You're going to start, you want a good pressure because this is scorching hot. It is screaming, screaming hot, okay. I'm going to show you, okay. That's how hot it is. It just melted that, okay. I now have a dent in my magnet. That's how hot it is. Don't touch it, okay. People complain that this part is too hot for them. It does get warm. I don't mind the warmth of this. But people were saying protective gloves, you know, heat protective gloves you can use with this. Okay. I use it like a writing pen. Okay. You're going to want pressure though, because you have to go through the protective coating. There is a protective sheet on this foil. You want to heat that up and you want to heat the paper up at the same time. So that's why we're going to give it nice, even pressure, and then we're going to go slow. Okay? This is something we can't really rush because our pressure, as much as we try to be even, we're not a machine, okay? we're gonna get some crazy spots that may not foil. Okay, so I just made a line, and then I picked a spot on that line and went off, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this line. And at some point I turn, I go left, I go right, I go down. Okay, we just want, and this kind of veining, I don't know if you can tell, but you know, trees kind of do the same thing. Their branches are going to go all in the same direction. Okay. So this could easily be a tree. I think I'm going to go, and I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like lightning now because I've turned it the other way. And I'm taking my fingers, and when I set them down, I pull them apart a little bit because it just kind of helps tighten that foil. And if you're noticing it's kind of bunching up, that's what it does. Okay. I wish I could zoom in automatically. But this is one reason in the mink you don't tape the stuff down. Because just like this, the paper needs to move. And if you tape it down in the mink, it's going to do ugly stuff. And even though we have it taped down, we have it magnetized down, there is wiggle room for this to move. And so you don't want it so tight that it won't move, because that's the nature of it. It has to move. And you just pick areas to add some zigzags. You go straight, you go left, you go right. Okay, at the end, maybe fork off a little bit more. I'm going a little too fast. Okay, now I'm going to set this down so the point is away from me. I'm going to peel up my magnets. Maybe. Okay, and there we have beautiful foiling. Now, because it's foil, the nature of the beast, there's a little bit of flaking that just rubbed right off. Okay, I do have a little bit of a spot there. You know, I'm not going to cry about that, but I have little bits there. Okay, so I'm going to come over, same sheet of paper. Okay, I'm going to come over and we're going to add some more veins. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Simon. You saw my video using the egg stamp and inks. Fabulous. I love your inks. I do need some more grays though. So I hope that's in your to-do list. Thanks for joining today. I do appreciate it. Okay. So then we're just gonna pull this nice and tight as we can. Okay. And remember, I have a little bit of foiling here, and that's okay. Even if you go over the top of it, you know, branches and everything, they just lay on top of each other. So all I'm going to do is go where there's foil. There's foil here, so I'm going to use that up. gonna go right in here. Slow down, because, you know, I want this to be done fast, but some things you gotta take your time on. Okay, so there's that little guy. And then I'm gonna do another little guy here. And maybe this one comes over this way. And then I'm gonna do a big guy right here. And I am doing pressure, okay? So it's not like a pencil or the markers or anything like that. You have to add some pressure because you want the heat to go through this, to go into the paper, okay? So we're gonna put that out. Oh yeah, you can definitely send your inked paper through the Cricut. As long as it's dry, it's not going to mess anything up. Because if it's wet, the color will stick to your rollers, but it's not going to hurt your blade or anything like that. Ooh, yes, his own black. Or, you know, his own deepest bluish, a blue black, because everybody has that beautiful black. But you know, when you see a raven or something, it has that shimmer of blue in the black. That would be pretty, a blue black. If that's even possible. Okay, and then this magnet mat, I like it because then I can turn my project. If you don't have this, like a clipboard, a cutting board, something that you can turn and tape it down, because you want that freedom to be able to move your project. Okay, here's a nice space right in here. I can do a little guy right there, and then I can move over and kind of maze this one out through here. Okay, there's lots of room over here. And see, I'm just kind of like, I'm even letting the old design help me maneuver this design. It's kind of willy-nilly. Oops. I forget where I was. I don't know if I drew that one or not. So this is a little bit of a slower process. If you do a design in Cricut, you know, like this, and draw it out, you let your Cricut machine do its business, and then you can do something else while that's working. Okay, again, I'm going to put this on the table away from me because I've been burnt once by that sucker. Okay, and there it is. Okay, so we have these beautiful lines, and we can see, like here, that line, this line doesn't go to the edge of my paper, so I'm going to kind of eyeball it and see that that's like right there-ish. Yep, that worked. Okay, so I added a line in there, but I can easily trim that off. That's not a big deal. But say like I want right here, I'm gonna hover that over my area. and add a little bit more, okay? So you can definitely go back. It's a little bit of a process. Or say like this little, is that a bit? No, that wasn't a bit. This one was, okay? So I can kind of see where that is. And just put a mark right over the top of it. And now it doesn't even look like it was there. Okay, just like that. Maybe this one was a little too straight. Add a little bit off of that one. Okay. Oh, I really like that. This one is a little wonky. I went a little too ziggy-zaggy on that one. So I'm going to add a few straight lines to this one. So I'm going to... And see, I'm not even taping this down. This is, because this is just a small area. I'm okay with that. I'm going to come off this area here. And we're going to scooch this like that. There we go. That one looks better. I like that. Because that gold on top of that pastel is just fabulous. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug this. And if you're wondering, the very first time I used it, I was so happy. I ran downstairs to show my project to my hubby, and I forgot to unplug it, and I never came back up. I didn't burn down the house, thank goodness, and it didn't burn itself up, but I left it overnight. So you can sit there and do a lot of projects, okay? You can do tons of backgrounds and then go in and foil them all. And this will be okay. Even though I've unplugged it, that thing takes a while to cool down. I'm going to set it out of my way. Okay. I'm going to put my magnets back on my mat. And this mat is nice too for ink blending. If you're doing a whole sheet and you don't want to tape it down, it's eco-friendly because it's got the magnets. Okay, you could just tape down or magnetize the lines and you can ink blend the whole thing. Okay, so if you're interested, I used my coupon at Joann's for it a long time ago. All right, so what would we do with this one? Let's chop it up and see what it looks like. Because that's what we do. You make the background and then you chop it up. Because if you don't chop it up, what you're going to do is you're going to love it and you're not going to want to chop it up. If you're doing scrapbook pages, you can, if you have a 12 by 12 album, do this on a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Foil quill does come in the big rolls. So you could do the whole sheet, magnate it down, use extra magnets, whatever you need to do, and you just go to town. Oh yes, look at this. Okay, and now I can see that this one is very unique. It doesn't have a lot right there, but that's okay. Maybe I put a sentiment there. This one's going to be the same. 4 1/4. I like my new tonics from Stacy. It has a dashed line on here for the 5 1/2 and the 4 1/4. But look at that. So you have a lot of space there. That's all right. We can put something there. You can get your foil back out. You can do all sorts of stuff. But look at that. We have 4 beautiful panels for 4 different cards ready to go. I'm liking this one. Let's just something quick. Just thinking of this. It may not look good, but we're going to try it. I'm going to go right here. Just going to layer these little birdies up. Go like that. And then one more, I think. A little bit of washi tape. I know I saw that stamp somewhere. There you are. I got my Hello Spring stamp. Maybe. This is a Craft Smart stamp. The whole set was part of a 73-piece set from Michael's. Got it on sale. So that's pretty cool. I think I'm going to like that right there. I'm going to go right into my scrap box. This box is just my black and white scraps. And I'm just going to find a scrap that fits it. Put that right back at my feet. Okay, you can get a your stamp positioner. You can use whatever you want. But if this doesn't stamp out perfect, I'm going to be okay with it. Okay. Just like so. Hi, June. Oh, that's a good idea. A baby image to add to his other images, for sure. Okay, and thank you for all of the support. I do appreciate it. Okay, easy peasy. Hello, Spring. I think I'm going to do a little bit of purple on this little flower. And again, it's alcohol markers, so it bleeds a little bit. So I'm just doing tiny little taps. Okay. Let me grab a green. And I used my water-based, so I don't have to worry about the black bleeding in. Okay. And then a touch of yellow in the center. And of course, you can emboss this. You can do all sorts of whatever you want with your sentiment. I am just going to get kind of close, but leave a little border. If you have scan and cut and you're doing a ton of these cards, you stamp a whole sheet of these hellos, okay, and then you fussy cut or scan and cut them out. Man, you're gonna have cards done easy peasy. But even if you don't, I mean, that didn't take very long to color the paper, foil it, and then take a couple extra minutes to, you know, stamp a bunch of sentiments, color them, and then fussy cut them. You can do that while you're watching TV. I don't, because my TV's downstairs. Ta-da! And then we're going to plop that right over there. But I'm thinking I don't like the white. Oh, white. No, let's go with some sidewalk chalk, because I know that's a nice, pretty pastel-y, purpley color. And it's ever so light. Just, ugh. And you can get this in a darker, you just add more ink. But I love that it's this purpley pink color, and it's so delicate when you use your brush. All of his colors are just so delicate. If you use an ink blending brush, it's fabulous. Wrong scissors. Okay, so there's that. And maybe we want a little bit of pizzazz with that one. So we're going to just pop that sucker up. Ooh, you know what? I said pop it up, not my thumb. Put a couple of these little guys on. your little pop dots. And then we use gold. Let's go around the edge with some gold. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is just let this marker kiss the edges. Maybe. Just kiss it. And you just kind of hold it at an angle so it goes onto the top of the paper. Okay. Sorry, my hands are like super shaky today. I'm not sure what's going on. I ate. I had my coffee. I had my soda. It's probably why. Too much caffeine. Some days are just better than others. And then, did I get that spot? Nope. So we just give it a tiny little kiss. Okay, that was just a little too tiny right there. Trace around it a little bit more. There we go. Okay, just to give it a little halo. And I can see it in person, and that's what matters. Not what we see on the camera. It's what we see in person. Okay, and then I'm going to do mine a little bit of crooked. Just like so. Okay, now this panel will fit a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 perfectly. If you want to frame it in a little bit of black, which I think would make that pop really good. If you want a tiny bit of black, you're going to take off a 1/4 inch. I should probably not pop that up. So we're going to do 4 1/4. Okay, 4 1/4. Sorry, 4 1/4 minus your 1/4 is 4. And then 5 1/2 minus your 1/4 is 5 1/4. Hey, and that just trimmed that dead space right up there. Fabulous. And then we're going to do this as our full piece. So this is going to be, is this 5? Yes. Fabulous. So we're going to do our 4 1/4. Okay. Then we put that on there. Beautiful black trimming. And that goes right on the card base. And that card is done. Haha. And I have card bases. Look at me. Actually have something ready for once. You can glue your backings down. You can tape your backings down. You can adhere them with glue stick, whatever makes you happy. I love my Bearly Arts glue and don't know why I didn't try it sooner. I love that stuff. Okay, get that nice and centered as much as we can. Okay, beautiful. And we're going to add a little bit of glue to this. And I do not glop it on. There's no need. It is a it is a wet-based glue, which means if you put too much glue, you will see it through the paper. Okay, because it's water, and water reacts to paper. But look at that. How easy is that? Okay. And then I can do something different with this one. But that's it. A little bit of washi that we have hanging around. Maybe you got some butterflies. Do the same thing with butterflies. You could do Easter and say Happy Easter, because these are nice pastel-y colors. It's just going to look beautiful. And then we had our other ones. This one is about ready to go, so let's trim this one up. We're going to do 5 1/4. Yep, I'll trim that right off the top there. And then we're going to do by 4. And I'm going to take that right off of there. I'm going to take this again, a little bit of glue. I can pick it up right to the center of our black. If we don't muck it up first. Okay, so I don't know if you saw that. I dropped that sucker right on there. No big deal, because I didn't attach it to a card base yet. Oh, I'm such a dork. Okay, so you take your black and hopefully you don't mess it up a second time, because that glue was like all glucky out there. Sometimes I wonder about me. Okay, now we're going to do this again, because when I touched it, that glue, it's separated and it dried. I mean, that's dry right there. It's just amazing. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to add some glue to that. We're going to pick this up and not have a boo-boo. Oh, my birds go this way. Make sure you put it up right. Follow the recommendations of your birdies. Okay, kind of eyeball the center. Get that in there. I've got glue on the table. I got glue everywhere. Okay. And I like to put the pressure on the back, just in case maybe something's not completely dry. You know, I'm not rubbing the front of it. But there we have it. 2 done cards with enough backgrounds to make 6 more. How fabulous is that? And see, we used the same colors. Well, we didn't use green over here, but we could have. We used the blue and the purple. We added a touch of green. Okay. We added the same washi tape. You could, instead of the veins, you could stamp over with the stamps again. Fill in the whole background with flowers. You could do a grid pattern. When we had everything taped down, you can use a metal ruler and do metallic lines for your bits if you want. I mean, there's so many things you can do with this. All right. Says she loves it. I can't type. You know what? That's all right. I don't type well either. Usually I just leave it because people most likely understand. So there we have it. Any questions? Anything else you want to see real quick, or go out there and play, or finish work and then go play? Baby brain. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another background and then do straight lines with, I'm going to try and do like a plaid pattern with the foil. I think that would be fun. I have my pink foil out. How long have I been on? Does it say? An hour and 14 minutes. All right. So, I think I will make a video next. Alrighty, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this little demo of making some quick backgrounds with some supplies you might be having laying around. And let me get this one up. Fan those beauties out. Look at that. So in an hour or less, because if you do this without all the yapping, you might be able to actually finish all of these cards, because they were super easy. if you have anything you'd like to see, you can always leave it in the comments or on the Chat with Sassy Facebook page. And we will see you Wednesday at 7. And then I think I'm going to go live again this Friday afternoon around 1, because I still need to do my 10 Christmas cards for the month. So if anybody's interested in doing a bulk process of cards, I need to stay on top of my Christmas cards. Alrighty, everyone, have a fabulous day. Enjoy the weather if it's nice out. Enjoy the rain if it's raining, because you know it brings beautiful flowers. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.